But I haven't come to California since I got in the troop, and I just thought it would be a good time, just come out, meet and greet some of the folks. I wanted it kind of intimate, you know what I'm saying, not really a big crowd. So I think there might be some people still coming, but all praise to the Most High, you guys were able to make it, so I appreciate it. So really, just a little album listening session. I call it an album listening fellowship, where we can just come listen to some music after the Shabbat. There might be some people here that don't know each other here in California. You might be able to fellowship, and you just never know what's in store at the Most High and how He works. And so, but I appreciate y'all for coming. So this album basically is called Word Without End. It's a collaboration album with my brother Jay Lutch. So every song features him, and every song features me. And Israel is a world without end. And so we just wanted to feature something really nice, something different. It's hip hop infused, but if you listen to the lyrics, they do have messages to them. And this album is more like a kingdom type album, where a lot of the message caters to brotherly love. A lot of the message talks about wheat and tares, and just the Most High building His kingdom. You know what I'm saying? But He does it through us. And so we wanted to make sure that we highlight that. Man, Trav, if you can, I don't hate to put you on the spot. If you could just say a quick prayer, you know what I'm saying, so that way we could just start.
All minds clear? Father, we thank You for allowing us to come together as one body, as one family. We want to first and foremost acknowledge You, acknowledge Your throne, acknowledge Your kingdom, and thank You for Your plan of salvation. We ask, Father, that everybody in here has a mind and a heart and a will to serve You as You see fit. We ask that as we leave here, Father, that we leave here empowered to search You and to seek You more, to serve You more, to serve our brothers, to serve our sisters more, Father. That when we leave here with a greater love than when we came in for one another. We ask, Father, that this be a spirit-filled worship session, Father, and that Your Ruach reigns supreme, not just in this building, but in our lives after this and forevermore. All these things we pray and we give thanks in the name of Your Son. So be it.
Hallelujah.
All right, being that you on the album too, you know what I'm saying? So it's a collaboration album. So it's not really just my album. It's an album between me and Jay Lutz. So introduce yourself. Introduce yourself. Like,
Hey, Shalom family.
You gotta get up, bro.
yeah, come on, man. The same energy you give then, that's what you're gonna get.
My fault. Hey, Shalom family. I'm Jay Lutz. I'm born and raised New Orleans. Been doing music for over 20 years, and I'm just grateful to be doing it for the Most High now. First and foremost, all glory to Abba. And it's a blessing to be able to do this. It's a blessing to be able to do this with my brother. And things we've been through. And so to be here at this point in time, man, it's all glory to Abba, man. I want all glory to go to Him because He deserves that much. We get to spread the name of the Most High through the music. And I want to keep it that way. I want to keep Abba at the forefront of anything and everything that I do. And I know that y'all feel the same.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
So, that's it, man. I pray y'all enjoy. Have been enjoying, and y'all enjoy tonight, man. Have fun with us. Turn up tonight, and let's do what we do.
Yeah. So just so y'all know, of course, I'll announce. I mean, we got food catered. Can you announce like where the food came from?
Yeah, there is a catering service. They're called Taco Bout Amazing. Everything is kosher. We got corn asada, and we got chicken tacos. There's some veggies. We also got some waters down there, so they're pretty healthy.
That's right. All right, and then of course the restroom is downstairs and stuff like that too. So I don't know if anybody want to say something. I mean, you know, like somebody got something on their heart. You know what I mean? Like, you know, don't be shy. Yeah, go ahead.
I know I'm recording this, yeah. But I want to say, man, I appreciate everybody's working here, man. It's a lot to come from different places of the world, you know, and to just come here and glory Abba, you know, be in the presence, you know, be in the spirit. You know, being humble. That's what me and my uncle was just talking about right here, man. Just being in a humble space. You know, it really does do something to you. You know, it changes you as a person. You know, and it makes you realize how much you appreciate life being here. You know, Abba did not have to sacrifice, breathing life into us. You know, and giving us a chance to be made new. You know, so I just want to say, you know, I'm thankful for everybody being here. I'm thankful for all my uncles and aunties and mamas and daddies and all that. I love that, man. Imams, you know, wisdom is definitely in the room, you know, and I'm grateful to be a young you know, a son, a brother, you know, all that to everybody else in this room. Man. It's a true barakah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, with that in mind too, man, I want to shout out, of course, Became Humble Music. They're in the building, you know, Became Humble Music, really headed by like Demetric Pewitt.
Pruitt,
I said Pruitt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, the brother's always been humble. They've always showed me love, you know, especially. And it's our first time meeting him in the flesh. But we've known each other probably a couple years now.
Yes, sir.
You know, got Trev in the building, his manager, and of course we got the worship hub from GAI. It's headed by you, right? Yeah. If you want to say something real quick, you know, put you on the spot.
Hallelujah.
That's a Nav.
I'm a Nav Shakai, Yasharel. My beautiful wife, Anava, Yasharel. It's a blessing to see what the Most High is doing in Yasharel. We are truly being restored for His namesake. And so, each of you all, man, brother, the words that you're putting out into the atmosphere is a blessing. I listened to your last album, and it blessed me sincerely. You know, and a lot of you all these artists in here, they really have a passion for the Most High to speak His word. We're literally walking in the Ruach HaKodesh, really walking in the likeness of the Most High, and it's a blessing to see. I'm honored to be in the presence of those who are humble in Ruach and willing to serve the Most High in Ruach, spirit, and in true. So all praises God.
Man, appreciate GAI Worship Hub coming through. Shalom, shalom. Of course, got my sister Yafai Q over there. All right, you want to say something, shit?
I gotta know he did
You
not.
gonna stand up?
Yeah, I'm standing up.
Come over here with us. Come over here with us.
I actually forgot
Come
one of
over
my
here.
assignments that I gotta do. But
No, sis, come over here with us. Sis.
what's that?
I want to over here with us. I'm asking.
Push the light.
Come on, sis.
Shalom, shalom, man. This is beautiful. I'm so, thankful to the Most High. Just to be here, man. If y'all hear any of my songs, I say I should have been dead, and I mean that for real. And to meet these brothers, 7 years in, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I just got back into the truth. I don't know if anybody has ever experienced that. Like you wake up, you snoozing again, and you gotta wake up again. And these brothers have been my strength for real, through the Most High, and I really appreciate them. I'm so proud of them for this. Like this is dope. You know what I'm saying? I know he never, Lawrence don't never like slack anywhere. You know what I'm saying? I've never met anybody like that. Not from my way. You know what I'm saying? And everything he does is excellent. And then it pours into J Lutch, and then if I gotta be here, I gotta come on with it. So they elevate me in a way spiritually and everything. Like, hey, they very patient with me, and I'm glad that y'all here, that y'all come and support these brothers, because they do a mighty work, and I'm just blessed to be alongside of them and to the wives, y'all alright. Everybody doing good. So this is a blessing. Thank y'all for coming to support my brother. I really, really appreciate it. May the Most High bless y'all.
Hallelujah.
She done let it time out.
Of course, Demetri, I'm gonna put you on the spot because you became him and you the leader. So hey, man, you got anything to say? This is your hometown. Welcome me. Hospitality's been great.
Yes, sir.
And man, anything you want to say to the people?
We've been running around since yesterday morning. Tired. We shot a couple of videos yesterday. I'm just so happy to even be here, because I kind of, stay out the way a lot of times. I just stay out the way. That's just how I am. But just even meeting y'all is like a blessing. I'm saying? My brother, Travis, Lawrence for the first time, Jay Lutch. Since we've been cool, like he said, for a couple of years, but we never got a chance to really link up, you know what I'm saying? But just the way Yahuwah put everything together for us, it's been a blessing, you know what I mean? My brother Zul, you know what I mean, introduced me to my brother Yom. This is like some years ago, and it's been history ever since. My sister Tawal, she been out here, and just the way Yahuwah, orchestrates everything, it's a blessing. So I'm just grateful and just going along with the ride, you know what I mean? As long as Yahuwah give me breath, I tell people, I'm gonna just keep on giving it to you guys, you know what I mean? Because it's all Yahuwah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, but I appreciate y'all like so much. Like y'all don't understand that y'all keep me going, because it gets tough. I got a full-on family, my beautiful wife, my daughter, where my son at? Where's Jordy at? Oh, he in the hallway. And I got a few more at my sister's house, but I'm just grateful. You know what I mean? Because I got to keep working and at the same time, still trying to put out content for my people, because we don't have it. The world is, bigger than what we got going on. But at the end of the day, like, I try to make sure you guys have stuff you guys could watch and listen to, that's going to nurture your spirit. Right? So, rock your hood. Thank all you guys for real.
So we got, of course, we got some of our Imams here. That tell you how far the music goes. You got some young folks, mid-age, and then we got our Imams also. And try to make music for everyone to enjoy, be encouraged. And so we appreciate it. And any Imams got anything to say? I ain't trying to put y'all on the spot, but just in case. No, y'all good?
The reason the word is good, the reason the music is good, because it's the word in a song. And it is nothing like Barak Yahuwah when you're talking about the word.
All right, it's crazy because the first song, the Most High said, esteem others than yourself, right? So I'm gonna play "Give a Toast" first.
Are you gonna play?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So we shooting a video for this tomorrow.
You're right. And so it's just I want to give a toast to the Most High.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's befitting. So we're gonna hear the song, but it's my brother's song, and it features him. It features me rather.
Yeah.
And we're gonna actually shoot a video tomorrow for this.
Right.
All right. So I want y'all to hear this song. It's really nice.
Excuse me, Lord, if I could say something real quick.
Yeah, go.
On the topic of toast, my family and I, we make wine. We've been in the truth for a while.
Okay.
We also trying to, as you said, bring something for the people that's kind of uncontaminated as much as we can do. So we brought a little bit here. Hopefully we can put some in the refrigerator downstairs.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I want to pop a bottle there.
Oh, man, go put that in the fridge, y'all. Put that in the fridge, y'all.
Yeah. Hallelujah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't expect that. So this is a song called. You want to introduce the song real quick?
Yeah, it's called "Give a Toast," and it's just really just giving it. I got kind of choked on my back. Giving a toast to Yahuwah for everything he's done for us. You know what I mean? Just celebrating him and just rejoicing in the fact that we know the end is better than the beginning of what we're going on right now. We know that our end, if we hold on to Yahuwah's promises, is going to be great. So it's just giving a celebration to our master, and that's it.
Hallelujah.
Give a toast.
Shalom to my people, yo. We gon' celebrate on the streets of gold. I know you growing with
gon' give a toast. To all existing Father who we living for. That's what really give the life to be forever woke. Yeah, forever woke. Shalom to the great awakening. Those who plans in your congregations. Yeah, thank you. Showing love from across the nation. The message that you send me is my inspiration. Hey, appreciate soul food is what we keep on baking. Some brews, competition, money, people hating. Well, that's cool. Our love still my confirmation. He's the only one I trust in my concentration. That's right. Babylon, but we make the most. Prayer and supplication for your newest folks. My circle small, try to keep it check my do's and don'ts. I'm claiming to be sheep, but really moving like some belly goats. Really close to the end, can't be pretending like we really woke. Some narcoleptic sleep, easy fix when I was antidote. I really owe everything to my Abba who I love the most. For every word you give me for your people, I'ma give a toast. Shalom to my people, yo. We gon' celebrate on the streets of gold. I know you growing weary, but you need to know. Hey, raise your glass, we gon' give a toast. To all existing Father who we living for. That's what really get the life to be forever woke. Yeah, forever woke.
What's up, family? We ain't got that long to go. It seems like that narrow path be the longest road, but it's worth it. I mean, if you know, you know. Came to America, never time for our souls to glow. And we gon' kill them insecurities, you got it, baby. The world cold, but your who is your swaddle, baby. And no obstacles too big or impossible, cause you done found out who you are, you done hit the lotto, baby. But that's just the life we live. You done lost a couple people, that's the price we give. But what you get in return is much greater. He held you down when you gave up, there's much favor. We the salt of the earth, there's much flavor. And now we must see that faith is unwavering. No need to ride on your enemies, keep it playing. Cause now they gotta deal with the Savior. Shalom.
Shalom to my people, yo. We gon' celebrate on the streets of gold. I know you growing weary, but you need to know. Raise your glass, we gon' give a toast. To all existing Father who we living for. That's what really get the life to be forever woke. Yeah, forever woke.
I'm thankful for this new one. I'm gonna put it in my vessel. I had to kill the old me. Now these demons, they gon' get this pressure. Sometimes I feel it's getting harder to breathe. But what I sow in the summer brings me joy to live. I bring shalom from the west to the east, the west to the east, yes. 3 times I go up and toast up the feast, toast up the feast. Yahuwah is the name I mention, cause you played every position in my life, girl.
Shalom to my people, yo. We gon' celebrate on the streets of gold. I know you growing weary, but you need to know. Raise your glass, we gon' give a toast. To all existing Father who we living for. That's what really get the life to be forever woke. Yeah, forever woke. I begin your people to that city filled with hope and belief and courage. Like Judas Maccabee letting go every vanity out of praying humanity purpose within their heart, cause the full horsemen of God be crazy in the audacity. That's when the advantage we but we got the master and heat. Created a masterpiece, overdose with philanthropy. 10 toes in the ground, humanity kinda like gravity, know it all. The greatest will surely challenge your accuracy, know it all. The truth got you hopping hurdles like after me, that's right. Coppers regretting, no longer laughing me. Babylon, so raggedy against Abba insanity. This is like watching the Tower of Babel dismantling. People suffer from agony, trusting in Roman papacy. Hating you in order, attempting to change anatomies, man. It's like the subtle agreements will change you gradually. True, Abba, please protect my mind, soul, and family. Shalom to my people, yo. We gon' celebrate on the streets of gold. Celebrate, know you growing, but you need to know. Raise your glass, we gon' give a toast. To all existing Father who we living for. Really get the life to be forever woke.
Now this next song y'all about to hear, I'm sure y'all heard it. I got a lot of trouble. I got in trouble for this song when I did it, called In a Box. Try to represent your who was name, you know what I'm saying? And then they was like, that ain't his name. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh, you know, but we did this song because we wanted to set his name apart. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to be this song that the Most High just took and just slung it out to the world. This is my first song that ever made it on mainstream radio.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's the name that really focused on his name. So yeah, I would play that for y'all.
All right.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Theater Camp has it all. These people are really weird. It's a side-splitting mockumentary
It's art. Grow up.
that deserves a standing ovation.
This will break you. This will fully destroy you.
Yeah, that's what that was song, man. That's what it sound like.
Right? All right, here we go.
I know his name, Yahweh. I am not ashamed. I am who I am. He's a higher, magnify his name. He's so you can't put him in a box. He's so
Grown man and get chopped off. This where the culture pops off. He's so lit, called Texas Pete. This what we call that hot sauce. Full statement, not remember me. In love like drugs, I'm high up. That's glory and all honor. My cup runneth over, it's topped off. Abba. Better than zeros and commas. Father. Heaven on earth, you the other. Sinners, better stop it. When the floor get hot, that's lava. Nah. You don't really want that drama. That's so cute, y'all psyched up. Scream and dance, get hyped up. Just when you think you got the link, your plans all smooth and chopped up. No prophecy is like a key to the God we shocking all. When it all builds up and believe you see he's gone.
I know his name, Yahweh. I am not ashamed. Yeah, I am who I am. He's a higher, magnify his name. Don't put him in a box. He's so wonderful. You can't put him in a box. Don't put him in a box. He's so marvelous.
I cannot put her in a box. Yeah, you better fall in line. That's where delivery stop. Yeah, fight over package like what you selling I cannot stop. Yeah, he the real thing, no discount. How you put the colors in the wristwatch? He gon' make you dance out loud like a mascot. How you put the bounds on the balance, it's down in the circle of thought. Remove from surroundings, keeping the base everlasting, the bounding. Trying to catch when you box in the spirit. But I call when the era I repented. I'm a libertarian in the back, hand over here. This is the message, I'm a lazy with ice. I'm my brothers and sisters on you. What's trying to make a fight? Yeah, zoom in. I'm trying to tell them all, you know what you're doing. Gotta keep us together in the spirit. It ain't no war that we won't be clearing. And I have my back against the wall. I had such a claustrophobia. I'm not ashamed to tell all
I know his name, Yahweh. I am not ashamed. Yeah, I am who I am. He's a higher, magnify his name. Don't put him in a box. He's so wonderful. You can't put him in a box. He's not possible. Don't put him in a box. He's so marvelous. We gon' slowly take this higher, going higher than crescendo. Time is getting shorter and it's closing like a window. Shout out to my melanated Israelite people. What we got, we can be out here. I can single. Who would've thought? Our Father in heaven, he holding the fort. The bloody Yahusha, cousin coming back with the sword. He's got so many names, you can put him in a box. He's the highest, and he got it all on his name.
That song always gives me hype.
That was fire.
Man, hey, hallelujah.
This next song is called For the Kingdom. Now remember, these songs are on the World Without End album. For the Kingdom. Woo!
Hey, go take
Double up. This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna build it up one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my pride. This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna build it up one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my pride. Why do you aim small when we can get it supersized? Why you say you're living but you're looking through that eye? Yeah, you say you love yourself, but yet you wear a disguise. You can stomach love, therefore you choose hate. You got them all it takes, it's a risk and a mistake. Be sober, just for the taste, you can lose it all, and nothing if it takes a crawl. Pace yourself and then you stand tall. This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna bring it up one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my grind. This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna build it up one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my grind.
Brick by brick, this is for elevation. You over here, over there, everywhere, this is a delegation. Answers for your questions, is this an interrogation? Man, stop, grab a hand and attend to your obligations, that's real. Hell
Double up.
building from the ground, now that's what you call a come up. 24 hours, sun up until the sun up. A God will have to die and be willing to raise his son up into another realm, like we walking through portals. The walk is old flesh and a man can become immortal. I eat this living bread while that peace and they get the morsels. Y'all blessed from the back in my torso.
This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna build it up one brick at a time. Got a time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up. This is for the kingdom, yeah. One brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my grind. So much glass in the pocket, they never wanna see us profit. So I creep up in the hood, and the roommates got me singing Black Opera. Words so good, cause it changed the atmosphere. They think we're doing magic. Hey, you gotta get in, cause you're waking in. It's the hottest topic, yeah. And we got the hook up on the living water, ain't no need to copy. No, but it starts with the family. We are the recipe of this economy. This is for the kingdom, yeah. I'm gonna build it up one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my grind. This is for the kingdom, yeah. Double up, one brick at a time. Ain't got no time to rewind. I'm putting in work, double up on my grind. Chosen people, we gotta do better, do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better.
All make the cut.
around here.
Yeah, gotta make the cut.
Yeah, that's Brother Jacob. This song is called Brand New Life. Everybody got a brand new life. Oh man. So this song right here, I was doing a sabbatical, and then I just believe that the Most High, I did it for 30 days in a tent, just trying to get back right with the Most High. And just to know that he gave me a whole nother brand new life. Ended up losing like almost 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? But especially when you do what he say do. You just fix your life, you know what I mean? So
Brand new life. Yahuwah gave me a brand new life. I got a brand new life. I'm just trying to live right. I'm on the other side. Trying to live another life. Forgive us, sometimes we don't know what we do. I will only with your love we can make it through. Toxic friendships, relationships, and heartbreaks. So much hatred and envy, just to name a few. Sometimes you don't know what someone's going through. Quick to judge your heart, so what's wrong with you? You looking for your shit, you say you got the spirit. Reading the word, but you really don't believe it. I got a brand new life, I'm just trying to live right. I'm on the other side. I'm trying to live another life. I got a brand new life. I'm just trying to live right. I'm on the other side. I'm trying to live another life. I was time to be stressed out. Coming soon, I'm gonna be good, cool. Even when I put my best down, feeling like it was cool. I'm a fool. Went to another dimension, let me out of the tension. They was doing the things, I was paying attention. Got to study the scriptures, only for me to figure. We was on some prediction. Not to mention that the closest to me through a coop. Silly kid, chilling kids, put me in the coop. It's hard to see when I was in need of out of view. That the animals around me was in a zoo. So we live a life where everything is a fake day. No matter we been traveling for so long. Nowadays we will travel to the altar with the gun in your hand. You a soldier, but I don't need everything. Sunshine in the rain, it could be a scary thing. I'll never do the sympathy. I should be my only. Keep my ram before I rain. Walls in the fireplace, brand new house and a brand new life. Brand new box with a brand new child. There's a brand new son and a brand new bride. You're a brand new wife. I was normal, no strike. It's a brand new life. I got a brand new life. I'm just trying to live right. I'm just trying to live right. On the other side. I'm tired of living up. I'm tired of living up. I'm just trying to live. I'm on the other side. Tired of living another life. I got a brand new life. I'm just trying to live right. Trying to live right on the other side. Tired of going another life. Tired of living another life. I got a brand new life. I'm just trying to live right. I'm on the other side. Tired of living another life.
I know this song right here. I can see a lot of Israelites playing this song on December 25th.
In my house, we don't do no Christmas no more. We don't do no Easter bunny. Ain't gon' fool me no more. I done put away childish things. I don't care what the world thinks. When you know you do better, eternal life is forever. I give every breath and every word. I lift my voice and sing to you. You're the one I cling to. Girl, your love is all I need. Stop calling you like me. Put my foot on the begging side for you. I won't give your glory to another. It's you and I forever and ever. Greater is me, cause it is you that's in me. Yeah, in your name there's so much wonder. I wanna reign with you forever. And your presence is where I wanna stay every day of my life. In my house, we don't do no Christmas, no Christmas, we don't do no Easter, but no, ain't gon' fool me, no, you ain't gon' fool me, the way flowers change, yeah, I don't care what the world thinks, I don't care what it is, you know you do better, eternal life is forever.
Tell me, have you ever seen a rabbit lay eggs? It star till you snap it on a Sunday. 7th day, first day, let's switch it on a Monday. Oh, by the way, Greek gods on your weekdays, weekends, peep this, dive into the deep end. Snakes will hear the scriptures, most of verses were deleted. Can't believe that, then you can't believe this. Tongues on my language, Pentecostals get pissed. Come down my chimney, I wish that I would. Chris Kringle gets cracked, brew on the news, telling you the truth. Misunderstood, out here teaching lessons, you don't have to go to school. It's time for the confession, I would backtrack if I could. But yeah, I made it a blessing, we could stand here in our shoes, reaching out to you, cause we love you. If we didn't, why else we be telling you the truth?
In my house, yeah, we don't do no Christmas, coming down the chimney. We don't do no Easter bunny. They won't fool me, no, they won't fool me, no more. Such time is here with the world. I don't care what it is, you know you do better. The life is forever.
Hello?
Hey, Taco,
Yo, what's up, fam?
Not much, you coming through today?
Nah, I stay put.
You can't celebrate with us?
No, I celebrate holy days, not holidays.
Your fancy Bible against holidays too?
I celebrate culture, biblical living.
Oh man, you break through my heart. First church, not criminal.
In my house, we don't do no Christmas, no more, no Easter, no money, no food, they don't make no eggs, college things, the world things, when the world things, you know you do better, I'ma do better, cause I know better, eternal life is forever, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, all praises. All right, we're gonna switch gears for a second. I kind of want y'all to hear this brother. So what I did a track called Wheat and Tears. And I say, J Lush, I'm gonna release you on this track. That means I need you to give me 36 bars, but you'll understand what I mean. Here we go. So it's all about the spitting on this, all right?
J Lush! You know what you gotta do? I need 36 bars from you. He gon' separate the wheat from the tares. 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 From glory to glory to glory. From glory to glory to glory. Go from glory to glory to glory. From glory to glory to glory.
Everything is vanity, put that in your biography. Looking for the most high, checking the geography. You can see the laws of faith, terror in it, area, protected from that heart disease. Let's just say I'm in you now, these brothers ain't no carpenters, but yet they brought their hammers. Scammers in the midst of us escape the watchmen scanners. The oceans now with coaches been deprived of all their manners. So I ain't talking rivers when I say they switching channels. Famous for their prophecies, they capturing with cameras. The captives have been captivated, slaves to their enchantments. The ratio of sheep runs with a twist, giving us a Twizzler show. Hate for the rifle, kill us with a rifle. Hits, colors will show. Tall as the Eiffel, snakes on the rhyme. Yelling out, give me that jump.
Taylor, I see where you're going with it. It's starting to sound like an experience. But I know you got more. It ain't over yet. And I know you got more. Let's go.
Picking up a plan just to feed my hopes. I go without the wisdom, my head might blow. Whenever I'm wrong, if you too far, gotta take the time just to eat that crow. A cuss filling out, gotta drink that joke. Wake up, this with the tears through choke. If ever we blind in a room full of giants, we all should consider them big bad holes. Got a different face on, maybe this a face off. Ain't that a show? They put me in this cage and expect me not to rage. How that go? I put it with a child, just remove the problems. That's how I roll. I look up the Lord as they call me a servant. Yeah, that's my road. It really is pathetic when you got no shame. Learn to be humble was my real name. If you know the truth, then you should too. Xbox One don't play those games. Go back and forth, don't play those games. I'm too old to be lukewarm out. Jumping these lines like I'm doing dope. Trying to go nothing, you don't feel my pain. It's me and my father, what y'all order? I'm just about his business. Cut it on the apron, prep for the slaughter. I'm just about finish. Closing for the wrinkles, got me on the staple. Let me tell you what this is. Go into eternal, put in the lamb coat. Try to stick with the kids.
He gon' separate the wheat from the tares. 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 From glory to glory to glory. 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 He gon' separate the wheat from the tares. 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 From glory to glory to glory. From glory to glory to glory. From glory to glory to glory. From glory to glory to
Really what you want,
Oh man. Man, look at him. Anybody got any like grandma that say like, you know, where you going up? Don't touch that stove. You're not like, cause it's hot, right? Yeah. But sometimes we just feel like we gotta touch the stove, right? Yeah. All right. I think y'all gonna get the context.
If you can't take the heat, don't touch that stove because you play with fire. This hell love, it ain't for the weak cause you can't keep playing with fire. You try to be young, but it ain't all about the paper. Gotta make moves, keep the movements and the shaker. If you've been through some sorrow, then you will be greater. If you can avoid that fire. I know the mission is to spread the word around the world. Now the word is all around the world. I've been putting in work in the background. In this industry, the dogs trying to cut me out, but they don't recognize me when I come around. Sometimes I feel like a mouse in my own town. And when I think of all the things I've been through, I point my fingers to the sky and pray my thank yous. I only answer to the road, cause it's got me at the flame. What can you do? I know I'm misunderstood, cause I be the one they overlook. If you can't take the heat, don't touch that stove, because you play with fire. This hell won't, it ain't for the weak, cause you can't be playing with fire. You try to get young, but it ain't all about the paper. Gotta make moves, keep the movements on the shaker. If you've been through some sort of thing, you will be greater. If you can avoid that
Fire, appropriately let it burn. Students in class appropriately learn. A is for effort, I can't even spell the word. Praise to Yahuwah, he be grading on the curve. Something's cooking, I think think it was my rear end. Father, forgive me for tying up these loose ends. Mercy for mercy, you know what's in your closet, friend. Stone in your hand, you might just wanna think again. We be taking L's, we be taking lessons. Throw it in the fire, let it be the weapons. Temperatures boiling, you might just take a dip in and sweat and burn the smell of you sweating.
If you can't take the heat, don't touch that stone, because you play with fire. This still won't get it for the weak, cause you can't be playing with fire. Now you try to be young, but ain't all about the paper. Gotta make moves, keep the movements and the shaker. If you've been through some struggle, then you will be greater. If you can avoid that fire, if you've been through some struggle, then you will be free. You will be, you will be, you will be free. If you've been through some struggle, then you will be free. You will be, you will be, you will be free.
All right.
This next song, we can probably eat after this.
I'm kind of hungry.
I'm on that Texas time.
This song is called Come By Here. Come By Here.
Why you are faithful? Yeah, I'm an omega. There is none beside you. Magnify your name forever, forever and ever. Bow down here before you. Come by here, come by here. We lift our hands before you. Come by here.
Seek and we find. Guitar track and bounce back every time. We praise you, there's no glory that mine can explain. But I tell him he's divine. Dance in the rain. Lift up your name 12 times. The whole world seems to be the same. King of the kings we proclaim. Stop, 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 stop. Then we pick it back up again. All around the globe, everyone knows your name. You own me. So I represent with no shame. All of it's yours. Traverse your terrain. See the names that we know it's you who sustains. Something to heal, I prefer to the pain. Might need a strong drink. Pop the champagne. Now we proceed, wherever your brain take off. And watch how y'all end the plane.
Why you are faithful? Yeah, I'm an omega. There is none beside you. Magnify your name forever, forever and ever. Bow down here for you. Come by here, come by here. Lift our hands before you. Come by here, come by here. All the glory belongs to you.
Time to remind, restore and rewind. New vessels, go ahead and clap 3 times. Pour and refine, heal and revive. Double portion, I'ma need that 2 times. Greater than y'all, these is the line. Prime 314, got me solving my part. Every calculation I'm willing to drop, that's power. Yeah, cha 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 cha. Everybody here is a reason to stop, don't choose. Praise you with reason with us. Don't cover us, don't pass over us. It's you, only in God that we trust. Righteous and just, you be fighting for us. Please hurry, forgive me, I don't mean to rush. If you give the word, we return to the dust. We follow command that your Torah instructs. Hey,
Yeah, why you are faithful? Yeah, I'm an omega.
Man, I love that song. She said that's told. Okay, I'll play one more before we eat.
What are we, 10 to 10? 10 for 10?
I do a lot of apologizing.
Chicken dinner.
I do a lot of apologizing. We can't say I'm sorry enough to the Most High. You get what I mean?
Like I'm a bastard. I sing the word with no captions. Give it up, track, no cactus. If I'm the enemy, my seed gotta be the captive. Lust for the young with no practice. Truth is, I didn't protect you like I was supposed to. All these different people close to you. Protect your minds, speaking on mine like they were home. While that home is still with those. I admit I made a lot of foolish mistakes. I will ring it up, do whatever it takes. Thank you for your love and thank you for your grace. I apologize, I apologize. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. 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 I just wanna be a better man. I don't wanna be the same I was back then. A man constantly causing pain. I don't wanna live this life again. I don't wanna stay insane. 'Cause I've been disappointed down. 'Cause holy is your name. I don't deserve the love you gave me. So much more than I repay. And it's time that I let it go. Swallow my pride. I gotta change what I'm making. I admit I made a lot of foolish mistakes. I will lay it up, do whatever it takes. Thank you for your love and thank you for your grace. I apologize, I apologize. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Always respect whatever it takes. Thank you for your love. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, sorry. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disappoint you. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Like that. Like that. Oh. That's it.
Dimitri. Come on.
Yeah.
Man, my I just he just schooled me on he just brought to my attention that you making your own beats too.
Oh yeah.
And look, man.
The beats are
that's
Yeah, I was telling him how dope I was like, man, he
Yeah.
produced it, mixed it.
I'm always Obadiah, because 'cause he makes his own beats and stuff too.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm always amazed.
Oh, I love Obadiah.
Yeah,
Yes.
right
Right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Sister Sean right here. I love your music.
That's wholesome.
You're my coffee. No, but I just want to say, man, that's dope because, you know, I always have to just, you know, buy beats and stuff like that. But man, just finding out you making your own tracks too.
Yeah.
Man, I'll be amazed at my nephew be like, man, like, to me that's super dope.
Yeah.
That you can make your own music and then sing to it. Man, that's dope, man. So, yeah, I just want to give you props on that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't know that. Even though like I just feel like the Most High just put me here and He's taught me how to speak. You see what I'm saying, in front of people and things of that nature. Because it's not something I like doing at all. But now that I have to shine for Him, I have to get out of my skin. You see what I'm saying, to allow Him to permeate me so He can flow. And so a lot of times I don't announce things unless it's through a conversation or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been doing this like, you know, I've been singing since I was 3. I'm 45.
Oh, praises.
So, but I've been doing music since I was 18, 20, you know, professionally since 20, 21. Yeah, so, you know, just been singing. Believe it or not, I didn't do R&B, gospel. I used to sing opera.
Wow. Crazy. Tenor?
Yeah, tenor, right.
That's
Young tenor, yeah. So I did like opera and jazz and stuff like that.
I was a chamber singer.
Oh yeah, oh see, yeah. Oh,
You got
trust
some
me, I know.
videos? You got some videos, Art?
Huh?
You got some videos I can pull up?
I used to do like the little plays doing opera. I used to wear them tights and stuff.
That looks like Othello.
Yeah, but it's
That boy said
I couldn't imagine that. I have to be honest. I couldn't imagine that.
Hey, from esteem to esteem, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just
from esteem.
it's just weird. Like when you think about it, it's so weird. Like even being in this position, like doing the music and stuff like that. But I always did it to help others.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like even in the world, just producing, making music, writing songs for other people. Even though, you know, I knew how to sing, but I just didn't want to do it. But coming into the truth is like, oh man, so I wanted to help other people still. And then once I was like, you're going to have to give me that voice, otherwise I'm going to take it back, you know? So, but I think He just was preparing me like throughout time and just doing different music. Because even when I didn't get to hip hop until I was like 20. You know what I'm saying? And R&B and all that stuff. But then I started dealing with so many different genres and so many different people, pop music. And now you can kind of hear it because it's like a whole lot of style within the album, right? Yeah. But my favorite is to do worship type music. So I'm going to do like a whole album with just worship. Then I like reggae. You know what I'm saying? Do a whole album with just reggae. So it's like, it's just... But then I love working with different artists. I mean, I'm sure it shows.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
you know, so, but yeah, it's been a blessing, and, you know, people has been supporting the music, which I can't thank people enough, you know what I'm saying? But I know Most High had a hand in it. Because one of the things I said that if I have to do the music, then you're going to have to promote it. Like, I told him straight up. I said, well, I'm going to do this thing. You're going to have to, you know what I mean? Help me out a little bit. But I was just telling, who was I telling the story about the We the People album? I was telling them that I just put out the cover. No one knew my name. No one knew who it is. And I just got known just off the cover. I didn't even put the song out, you know. And then everybody was saying, man, this cover is nice. The song gotta be nice after that. And so when they heard it, praise Yah, it was We the People, which is sort of kind of like the anthem now, you know. It's just amazing. And then everything has just been organic. I don't have to do anything, but it's Most High's hand been in it, you know. And, you know, even for other artists, if that's something you want to do, let the Most High make sure you ready for it first. You know, because I didn't do music first 3 years when I got in the truth. Because I understood the gravity of the situation. So, but then when He allowed me to do it, and then it just took off. I'm like, man, You know, and I believe this is just the start. Like, I don't think I've tapped into really what he wants me to do yet. And I think this is was a rehearsal, honestly. But I look forward to it. You know, I look forward to it. Yeah.
I just want to thank you guys for the invite.
Yeah.
To come amongst you gifted young brothers and sisters.
Mm.
I mean, I listened to New Music Monday before I became into the truth. I was like, okay, I'm in the truth. I'm gonna need some music.
Right.
I need some music, and I put away the gospel.
Right.
And as soon as I heard Brother Jacob's New Music Monday,
Right.
your music came on, and then all your music, it was just like, oh my Lord,
Right.
I have found
Right.
my music.
Right.
So I listen to it going to the grocery store. I listen to it going to bed, especially on New Music Monday when it's something
Right.
new.
So
And
yeah.
You quite cute. Just saying, I must have played your song all throughout the night. Obadiah, you too. Well, you know, I already told you about
Right.
you.
Yeah.
All throughout the night, because I had to learn the songs. You know, I'm a karaoke singer, so I'm not a good singer, but I can karaoke my butt off. You know what I'm saying? But I had to learn some of y'all songs because it really blesses my spirit. It lifts me up, it gives me strength,
Yeah.
and it keeps me going, you know?
Right. And that's the key.
And I love it. I share it with everybody. As soon as I get a new song, I'm like, oh, yeah, everybody got to know. Everybody on speed dial.
Yeah.
You got to hear this.
And that's the key.
Yes.
Everybody that I work with, you know, especially those who are humble, like Dimitri and Trev, and you know, and these two to my wings, and then it been humble.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And having the ruach and be open about what it is that the Most High is trying to do with us.
Just
You know,
keep
and
doing
just
it.
getting out of his way. Really, that's the key. Getting out of his way.
Yeah.
You know, a Nas, you know, beautiful voice, like, you know what I'm saying? It's and I praise y'all for all of you. You know what I'm saying? Because then at the end of the day, it keeps me going too, you know?
Well, the writing that you do is just powerful. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really powerful what you guys do.
Yeah.
All of you guys. His brother, I can't remember his name, but
Jay
you guys
Lutch.
do- Jay Lutch,
Huh?
you guys do music together. It's just powerful how
Yeah.
you guys sit there and encourage and lift people up and just put the music together. It's just unbelievable.
It's a
like
lot of
the
work.
Holy Spirit is really working in you. You know?
It's a lot of work. And, you know, I
I know
don't think
it
people
is.
understand.
It's a lot.
I mean, like, Trev, talk about how much work it is, man. Like,
Come on, Trav.
yeah.
I mean, for one, it's a gift. For one, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? But you got to cultivate the gift that the Most High
Gang.
gave you. You know what I'm saying? You got to work at it, and to be able to like you say, make the tracks, pen the lyrics, mix it. It's not no easy task, you know what I'm saying? But it's the Most High that keep you pushing through it, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be ready to quit sometime. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ready to hang it up a couple times. But you got to keep going because it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? None of us are here for ourselves.
Right.
We're here for each other. You know what I'm saying? So all of the music that come out of the studios that we all done been in is for everybody else that's out here taking it in. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going through it. Like the hours you put in writing that song, mixing that song, recording that song was for that person out there that was going through about to give up. And they heard it and was like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't give up.
Right.
So it's a lot of work, but it's the benefit is, man.
Over that.
For the love we have for you.
How much work goes into that? Like, you an artist and
It's Jay Lutch holding the camera.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you find yourself up 5, 6 in the morning, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you might not even put lyrics to the track. You just make you know, you
Right.
have Abba, you know, pour out into you, and you know, you might be keys, it might be bass, it might be guitar, whatever it is. When you lay it down, you know, now it's like, how do I format it? How do I uniform it?
Yeah.
And that's the part that it means to me the most. I would say about music before lyrics. I found myself at nighttime just playing guitar, put myself to sleep.
Wow.
You know, I was going through depression. You know, and you know, coming out of that, you know, I that's why I take so much time on music. You know, before the lyrics. The lyrics is second nature because I allow the Most High to speak through me. I try not to step in front of that, and I can tell when I am. Whenever lyrics are
Right.
fresh and they're coming through, you know,
Yeah.
y'all know. You know, you find yourself like, oh no, that's not right. Oh no, and then you should just be like, stop. Just like,
Yeah.
what you want me to say?
Yeah.
What do you want to speak to someone out there? Like what Travis saying. What do you want? You know, that person that might be ready to end it. You know, what do you
Right.
want them to hear? You know, and you know, if it don't catch nobody, it'll catch someone later. Sometimes that happens. You might not catch somebody. Might just be like, oh, I like the music, and you might catch that person that just doesn't like the music, but they love the humble spirit that you have
Yes.
behind it, and they're willing to get close to that and cleave to that. you know. So, but the hours, it really is the long nights when you have work the next morning. You know, you got to get up, but you got to tell yourself, man, what I'm doing is higher than me. It's higher than the people. You know, it's got to reach the kingdom, man. And I pray that all that what we do, and if it's not music, if it's something else, if it's sewing, whatever the Most High gifts you, I pray that it's a sweet savor to his nose. I really do.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
So yeah, I mean, y'all want to go and enjoy some tacos? A lot,
Let the people eat.
The amount of bread we're spending. They're like they trying to listen to music. Still.
Well, that's what we're here for.
They're recording and we're ready to go.
I mean, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Okay, I'll play the theme song, World Without End.
So is music just always constantly going through your head? Or
Yeah,
lyrics or both?
Sometimes I do feel crazy. I ain't gonna lie, because, well, not crazy in the sense of crazy, but I do have a lot of melodies going through my head almost all day. Yeah, and it's a constant thing. It's a constant rotation. And then don't let me read something that's amazing. You see what I'm saying? And, yeah, the whole side just like, you look like a crack fiend. I gotta have it. Yeah, but it's just, it flows just naturally.
The reason I ask that because after I listen to an album, I wake up. It's just like in my head, going, and I can play it just put it on the loop and play it all day, and I still wake up and I hear the songs, and it's just like that.
Yeah.
So I figured if it's like that for me, and I'm just listening to it, it must be like that for you because you're doing it.
Right, it's because each song I do is a certain mood I'm in or a certain feeling. Like even when I'm like Jay Lush when he was doing the Wheaton Tech. Wheels of a ride. Yeah. When I did that beat, I thought I lost my mind. And I'm serious because I was just like, oh my God. And I made the beat in the tent. Yeah.
Oh, you were in the tent?
Yeah, I made it in the tent. And I was just going, oh my God, it's great. But I didn't have the words then. And then when I got home after the sabbatical and I heard it, and I just hear it immediately, and I just went crazy. And so the true story is funny because I was like, when I was doing the talking, I was yelling, Jay Lush! My wife thought she thought something was going on, so she came in the room, hey, you all right? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So I'm literally just recording it, but I have to be in character though. Yeah. But to be in that character, it takes a little, yeah, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's not how I talk at all. So, but you get in that mode and you're like, oh man, and I was just feeling it. I felt crunk, Yeah.
I remember that. You were the elf from that era too. I'm from that same era.
Yeah, I feel hype. Hype, what's the new word?
Well, they say lit, I think.
Oh,
lit.
I was litty.
It's lit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was lit. Nah, you stop. Yeah. But yeah, I get in those modes, you know what I'm saying? But there are times where your spirit is quieted and there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to do something else.
That's it. You're good at speaking about it because it's like when sometimes you have a moment where you might not create anything,
right?
And that's your moment to either fast, pray,
right.
Ask somebody if it needs some prayer. You need to do that kind of work because you got to be obedient to it.
Yeah.
If you're not obedient to it, you're not gonna be able to go back to the music.
Right.
It's that simple. It's that. So he can take that away so fast. And I praise the Most High every day that he allows me to get up and use my voice to just speak. It's enough to just do that. Yeah. We cry out. Yeah, we have notes, but we're crying. We're all crying out when we are in that in distress, when we feel like you have been doing wrong.
Right.
You have to humble down, get at his feet, really lay it at his feet and say, man, I have not been doing the right thing. Or what is it that I need to do to get closer? How do I make more for you, right? And it's you're speaking about it so well, it's hard for me to
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but you really are hitting it on the head.
Yeah, you get quiet and it's just like, okay, let me just chill.
Yeah.
do other things.
Yeah.
And then you just go from there. But yeah, you know.
I have a question
Yeah.
to the artists in the room. I just want to know, has music always been your passion, or was it? I know you spoke on how either y'all had to push you in a certain direction to really embrace it and its truth. But for everyone else, I just want to know, is it your passion? Did you know that that's what you were supposed to be doing, or is it just another side of it?
Yeah. Well, I know for me, you know, people always say like, when did you know how to sing? Like, I don't know. Like when did you learn how to breathe? That's how music is to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always just known how to sing. So I don't know when I started. They say 3, so I just go with it because that's what I was told. You know what I'm saying? But
Were you constantly trained?
eventually, right? Yeah. So when I got a full scholarship at Bethune-Cookman, and then they trained me through, you know, opera, which I learned a little bit in high school. And but I never not knew how to sing because I guess I was singing and not knowing that I was singing. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just part of me. So it's just kind of like someone says, like, how did you know how to hold hands? You know what I'm saying? Or how did you know how to see? Like, I don't know. I just always knew how to see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not really an arrogant answer. It's just a gift. There it is. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect answer.
So it's one of those things where you want to sing bad notes, but you can't. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish I had.
Yeah.
I think it's like you know, when I think of the body, I just think of all the gifts, all the beautiful talents and gifts that we all have. You know what I mean? Like me being young, I started doing rap young, like in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like ditching school, and never knew it was gonna actually end up, you know, me doing this now. You know what I'm saying? I started doing Christian rap like some years back, and I changed my life over and stuff. Started doing Christian music, and after I gave up Christianity, I stopped doing music, but it was something still tugging on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was Yahuwah, and I remember I told myself I wasn't doing no more music. I wasn't doing no more nothing. You know, I was just gonna be like, I'm just gonna serve Yahuwah. And I remember hearing him say, right. I just kept hearing him say, right. I'm like, right. Because I had gave it up. And so he was telling me to write. And so I didn't want to do it. And but it was him.
Jonah.
Yeah, I was running from it. Because I had did it for a minute. So I used to do shows and do all these things. And I used to see the fruit behind certain things, you know, in Christian music and, you know, people, arrogance and just different sides I didn't want to be a part of.
Right.
Right? And so when I would hear him tell me to write. And I was like, I don't know. Then I had a brother of mine who, he was like, man, why you stop doing music, bro? Like, you used to have talent to do it, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a second witness. And so I just started, I remember writing my first song for Yahuwah. And I don't think I ever put it out, but I wrote a couple of songs for Yahuwah, and he just kept encouraging me. You know, he just kept encouraging me to keep going. You know, and it's really him. You know, I would just say like, I guess he knows all his children. I know he knows all his children.
Yes, he does.
You know, he knows who wants to be seen, who don't want to be seen.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was the one who didn't want to be seen. I didn't want that mantle. But at the end of the day, it's like he told me to write, and so I just started writing. And it's been like that ever since. Like it's moments like if I write an album, Yahuwah gives me all the words. Like my nephew was saying, it'll be moments where like months where I won't have anything. I'll just be focused on family and everything else, and then it'd be a moment where he'd just start pouring in. You know, I started listening to beats and he just started giving me stuff to say. So it's more from him for the people. It's not me at all. And I tell all my brothers that like it's not about us whatsoever. It's all to esteem him. You know, if we ever feel like we esteeming ourselves, we need to step out the way, step back, because it's really about bringing esteem to him and not ourselves. You know, and that's what me and Lawrence talk about this all the time. That's why since I've been in this walk, I've never done a show. I used to do shows all the time in Christianity, but I haven't done a show since I've been doing this music for that reason, because I used to see the fruit behind it. Like, and I see people get puffed up, and I just seen a lot. You know what I mean? So me and Lawrence had this. You know, we go back and forth with each other. You know, a lot, because my thing was just, I'm just gonna write music like Yahuwah said and just give it to the people. You know, and just step back, step out the way, and that's what I've been doing this whole time. You know, just try to stay out the way, and but it's really Yahuwah, you know, pouring to all His children, whatever it is, and it's not just the music. I be marveling after some of the stuff I see my brothers and sisters do. You know what I mean? Like, man, they really gifted, and you know what I'm saying? And but it's just one of the gifts He gives. You know what I mean? Yeah. He keeps telling me that.
It's happening. It's happening.
I got something.
He don't know it. It's happening.
I got something. I would say this. The Most High truly reveals your talents and gifts in your secret place. At least for me. I started off dancing. I was not singing at all. So my passion, what I thought all I had was dancing.
I praise dance, but I wasn't classically trained, but I praise dance.
Oh, wow. I was doing crumping and pop locking. I was in So You Think You Can season 10.
Okay.
In 80.
Okay.
And so that was my in that atmosphere with in Detroit with the jitters and all that stuff like that. That was my atmosphere. But it's not until I really started to have a prayer life for myself, seeking the Most High for myself. I saw a gift of exhortation in me. Then I started to sing. And I'm like, wow, my mom has this gift, but I didn't know, where's this gift coming from? Where's this gift? And the Most High started to use me in that way. And then He has to got me to write. Right? It's like the words will be in my mind, you know, doing prayer or doing worship. And to be able to put my secret place, share my secret place, it was kind of hard at first, right? It was hard to share my secret place because it's like, wow, hold on, I'm only doing it here. So you want me to write music? You want me to share this with the people? This is my worship. This is my place. This is our intimate place. But I want to encourage you, brother, and you too. Y'all both said the same thing about, you know, not wanting to be in the forefront. And that's humility, right? But the Most High is allowing us to let our light shine before men so they can see our good works and glorify Him.
Yes.
So it's time to let your light shine, bro.
Yes.
Right? It's time to say it's not about arrogant. People need to see that light.
We just need to hear it.
We just need that
We
light.
need to feel it, feel your spirit, so that it could bless us, bless others.
Yep.
Use your gift and spread it. Don't hold back.
Yeah, and sometimes I didn't think it mattered to be out, because I was like you. But could you imagine Hamashiach being here today? People hear his fame, but they wanted to touch him.
Yeah.
They wanted to be in his presence. There's something about it where it encourages people even more. You see what I'm saying? I'm no Mashiach at all. Trust me, I ain't. But I've also seen the power of being able to touch somebody.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Laying hands on someone. You see what I'm saying? There's a power behind that when you get out the way and allow the Most High to say, you know, it's just a different level of healing people get for some reason. You see what I'm saying? But you know, I don't never would force anybody to say just get out there and do it, because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? The first time I don't know, what am I supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? The first time I went on a live, I just sat there. I was like, okay, so what do? You know what I'm saying? It's like, people that I didn't understand how people would just sit there and just talk to the people. That was first time I did it, and they were just laughing like, he's funny, but like I didn't do nothing. But then the Most High just kept training me, and then, but it's something about the physical aspect of it that it encourages them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. It's not for everyone. Because some people do go out there and they they use it to their advantage, to for their vain glory. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes Yahuwah will raise someone up just to destroy them, because he wants to make an example out of a person too. You know what I'm saying? But then he'll also raise a counter person to that too, to show a distinction. Because a lot of times you may find that person who's always magnifying the Most High, and yet their esteem is higher and higher and higher. But don't be alarmed when you see someone who's counterproductive of that too be esteemed too, because he's about to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen people grew in the truth, and I've seen the decline of them too, and that's just a given. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, dang, I saw that coming, but they didn't hearken, and it is what it is.
I got a small testimony, like how you were saying, I was saying, like, don't hide whatever the Most I put inside you and stuff. My brothers know I never wanted to do music. I always watched them, you know what I'm saying? But growing up, I had like anger issues, and I could not speak when I got angry.
Right.
So I didn't know how to say, hey, this what's wrong with me. Found Yahuwah, you know what I'm saying? Start to work on those parts that you pray to him about. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got those situations and stuff where you go in your closet, Father, I need help right here. I need help right here. I need help right here. Once you start to allow him to come in and assist and really lead you and guide you and stuff like that, he starts to work. So once he started to work upon me and stuff like that, he started to give me an outlet. So the music was the outlet. Like, talk through there now. Now you got something to say, but like he was saying, somebody else needed that. Like Trav was saying, somebody else needed that because they didn't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying? So you giving them a voice because you was not scared to say it, and you was able to say what they were going through and stuff. So everybody in here has something to say. He's gonna give you an outlet on how to say it.
Right.
Ours is music. Some folks play instruments. Some people know how to build a business from ground up. I don't know what it is, but you're gonna find what you need. You know what I'm saying? Or what he put inside of you to speak to people. You know what I'm saying? And that's all.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey,
so don't hide any of that. Yeah, go ahead, big guy.
No, I was gonna ask my brother, is it okay if your wife asks that question again? Because some of the artists wasn't in here when she asked it.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So.
A lot less, actually. I think a lot less is in here.
Oh, yeah, so I was just asking, to all of the artists, basically what led you to express in this way to, you know, was it merely a passion of yours that you always had, or was it the Most High just pushing you, you know?
I got pushed.
Your artist?
I got kicked by them. I sing him one song, but you know, this my brother. We've been knowing each other since we was 14, 15 years old. Grew up together, and he actually taught me how to write music. Like told me how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Make your beginning, middle, and end. You know what I'm saying? And once I was just sat there and like, you know what? Let me mess around with it, put it together and stuff. He's the most least, like, you cannot impress him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta hit a quadruple backflip like Dominique Dawes. Like, no, I'm just saying, like, that's just like, so he's sitting there, he's like, oh, okay, all right. I sent my song, I sent testimony to Demetrius. He called me, like, talking about every day, so you need to do something, this and that. And I don't know if Lord was remember that, though. I think I only had like 5 or 6 songs for the preparation album. And I had talked to Lawrence. He knew what situation I was going through, but I had ended up talking to him and stuff. And Lawrence is the biggest, hey man, yeah man, you just need to go ahead on to get on out there. You know what I'm saying? For the Most High and stuff. So Yahuwah pushes you, but he sends loved ones to back you. You know what I'm saying? Like ones you trust. Yeah, so that's what it is. Well, for me, you know what I'm saying? He sent ones that
Put that fire.
Yeah. Because you see Yahuwah in them. Because it's the love. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let you fail, or they don't want you to fail. Right. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna just say, hey, get out there and let you put anything out. They really believe in you. So that's what that was. You know, for my experience, my testimony.
Can I just add that you saw what was going on in the background and you wanted to make sure that that wasn't you. So you stayed away because you didn't want that. Well, Yahuwah knows who you are, and I believe at some point when you don't do what he put you here to do, if that's the gift that he gave you to do, to get out there so we can see that and be blessed, be careful, Jonah.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Don't want to lose.
Yes.
Yeah, for me, I've been rapping since I was like 7. My mom wrote my first rap. She told me I was gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? And, grew up rapping, you know what I'm saying? Was around people like Collie Park, Eminem, a bunch of people like that, you know what I'm saying? And it was one time where it was like this artist showcase in Detroit, and the label I was signed to, I was like 14 years old. Signed to a label at the time called Works Entertainment, and they didn't put me on the showcase. So, and then the people that they did put on the showcase didn't end up winning. They forgot all their lyrics, you know, this, that, and the third. And Collie Park was the one who was picking the winners. So the producer ended up playing some songs from just some people that was on the label. And he played the song. He was like, who's this young guy? Why you ain't put him on the showcase? He's like, oh, man, he too young, man, you know. And at the time, Soulja Boy was like the man, you know what I'm saying? So he was like through Soulja Boy, I ain't got to work another day in my life, you know what I'm saying? So take a chance. And he didn't. Like, everything I did, it got shelved. So I lost my love for music. Like, I was rapping up until like 16, 17, lost my love for music completely. And then I came into the truth. And I was like, I'm not doing no music. You know what I'm saying? I completely lost the love for music. But it was the love for Yah that pushed me to pick up a pen again. You know what I'm saying? Like, surely off the love of him. Like, I wasn't inspired to do music no more, no nothing. But he was like, look, I gave you something. I'll take it, like the Aqua was saying, I'll take this mug away. You know what I'm saying? And that's what just pushed me to start going again. You know what I'm saying?
You know, ironically too, sometimes Most High will give like people a gift to see something in someone they don't see in themselves, like this one. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Landing on him.
Yeah. Now I know she done did this. She's like, I haven't done this, but it's something unique in her. You need to share what it is, why you do it too. So, yeah.
We're gonna go around this whole thing. I want it to Yom and Tuab too.
Music. It was not a part of my family whatsoever. I played basketball. I hooped. I was going overseas. I was doing anything to deal with basketball. Basketball was my outlet as a child. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know if you ever heard my testimony? And I was messed with as a child. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? We were poor. I couldn't complain. I had like not a complaint in me. So I actually taught myself, or the Most High somebody taught me, because I didn't know. But my dad, I found out my dad didn't play, so I guess it was in me. And I picked up basketball for the outlet. I used to say, basketball is my temple. I used to say that, you know, out of my word, because I didn't have anything to go by. So I was just, the stuff I couldn't say, like he said, music your outlet. I was angry too, had anger issues too. So actually in the Most High, I think saying that, the Most High took all that away from me. Like I had Vandy, Miami, I was going D1, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell me nothing. And little by little, I started breaking down. I started messing up my knees, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, like, what am I going to do? So I had to go through life. I had to, you know what I'm saying? I had to deal with that, you know, molestation and all that, coming up out of that stuff, because it's layers that you pick up along the way and things that I caused, you know what I'm saying? And man, when I got into the truth, Like, I hear y'all 20 years. I heard some of y'all 20 years. Zoog, I know you ain't been doing music that long. I found that out. Yeah, I found that out, like, on the fly. I was like, what? You know, that was yeah.
Like the third year.
Yeah. I was like, that's amazing. But yeah, I got into the truth. And I actually saw a sister. Mind you, I ain't rapped, I ain't wrote, I ain't did nothing. I saw a sister, which is my best friend to this day. She actually from California. She was at a Passover. She started rapping. I was like, man, I think I could do that. Y'all, listen, I don't, what? I can do what? This was 2014. I think I could do that. And why I said that, I don't know. I ain't never listened to no instrumentals. I ain't never did nothing. So I actually did it. I had wrote my first song in 2015. And I don't know why my country self thought I was Twister or somebody. My word was going so. I was like, why am I? And I would listen. I would listen to y'all. Like, I would start listening to y'all. You know, people. You know, y'all remember the Karatazars and y'all were kind of John Boys, the Bronzes. You know, I would listen to them. I'm like, oh, they can slow down. Mind you, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, you can slow down. You can pause and still be there. So I had to learn that. And then I got in the mode. I was like, man, I can't do this. Like, what is this? I can't do that. So I stopped 8 months. And then some just, you know, I'm like, what? Like, I don't know how to do this. Listen to them, like, comparison is the thief of joy. So every time I would stop, I'd be comparing. I'm like, I can't do this, man. This ain't for me. And I'd get back on it. You know, I'd make another couple more songs with my brother. And it's stuff like I started studying it. Like, not even like intentionally. Like, I just started studying people. I started studying y'all and listening. I'm like, oh man, you put that together, and that's a bar. Like, I still can't count bars. And I'm like, oh, that's a bar. That's how you. I'm sorry to make this long, but I'm like, oh, this is what this is, and I was just. It was like the Most High was just shaping it and molding it. Every time I would quit, I would come back better. Not that I practiced, but it seemed like I came back better. Like, by 2018 it's like I came back better. I heard myself. I was like, whoa. Like, you know, even I'm not, and I still to this day be like, I don't know what I'm doing. You know, the Most High, it got to be the Most High, because I didn't feel like I signed up for it. And I heard, I was like, man, that sounds different than 2015. That's the difference. I could see that. And then, hey, I stopped again. And, man, it wasn't until Delta was like, wait a minute. You're your pie from Ventilation? I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's me. Girl, you was, and I heard this, even Tawabda said, you old school and stuff. I'm like, y'all was listening to this? Yeah, y'all was listening to this? And when I started doing the 1 Corinthians rap, you know what I'm saying? 1 Corinthians, that's it, you know, I was like, Father, like, you help me to relate. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say, hey, since you've been molested, it's gonna be okay on the track. I can't do that. Like, I'm so inside of me, my testimony is here, but I need to put it here, because I know that's gonna help that sister, that's gonna help that sister, that's gonna help that mama. You know what I'm saying? So he started working with me on relating to people, relating to real life without being too far. You know what I'm saying? And it took a lot. Man, I was breaking down. Mercy is a breakdown track. I was drunk. Hey, I was drunk all up from New York to, I'm telling you, I was drunk in New York, drunk in Dallas. I was just all that, you know. And I'm like, okay, I gotta bring this. I gotta bring this here, because that's what people need to hear. You know what I'm saying? They need to be able to relate to you. You know what I'm saying? And man, through the Spirit, he taught me how to do that. And so I can say now, yeah, I've been rapping about 8 years now. And hey, I wouldn't have never known, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to quit. Oh man, I had days I'm like, nah. But where I'm at now, it's freaky to me. You know what I'm saying? It's like mad freaky. Like I be scared still. You know what I'm saying? So meeting Lawrence and meeting Lutz, and like he sent me a song based on me jamming to his song. You know, he was like, I just felt that you can rap. He ain't heard nothing. How you feel I can rap through a video? You know what I'm saying? Matrix. This is how I met Lawrence, through Matrix. Cause I'm on live, like, this could be you. I think I'm in the car losing it. I'm like, who is this? Because when you take them breaks, I'm thinking about John Boy. I didn't know everybody had came along. You know, it was music I ain't heard. I'm like, who are these people? You know what I'm saying? We had like 5 artists. Who are these other people? You know? Y'all remember this? Like, who are these other people that came? And the time, like, man, I was done 18 months.
And the song she did was what? Oh My Ya.
Oh My Ya. That was like my coming out track or something. It's like, it was, you know, it's like, oh, I'm back outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm back outside. So I can't praise the Father enough. And music replaced like basketball for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It replaced that, my outlet, and being able to talk to the people, you know what I'm saying? The Most High is really, he done a miracle.
Yeah.
This is a miracle for me. So
Big guy, I got one request.
Yeah.
I sent her, what song I sent you?
Purpose.
What song I sent you? That's on my new album. We can play that for them.
Okay.
It's my only request, just so they can hear them.
Right.
And because these my sisters. And I done watch them and I see them. I seen Yapa from afar. I seen my sister from afar, but I see them close now. Knowing their story, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them and stuff like that inspired me to keep like, you know what? I can't stop going. So I sent them Purpose, and when I say they really giving it from a point of view, because in this community, a lot of men try to mute our women. They have a voice. You can't mute them. You see what I'm saying? You gotta let them, they blossom, they like a flower. You feel me? That's why the little single cover, it was a flower, a rose growing out the concrete. Cause I thought of them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, they have a voice, you know what I'm saying? So that's it. If we could play that, it's on YouTube, whatever. You know, after we do everything, I just want them to hear both of them.
It's crazy that he said that, because that was one of the things about women that I have. I'm not even going through the scriptures. You know, a lot of times Bruce make it seem like these women, they just some delicate, you know, always can't touch the ground, you know. And then I read the scripture and I'm like, wait a minute, Judith just cut this man's head off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm like, but she got permission. You know what I'm saying? She just didn't do it on her own. And then you look like Deborah. I'm like, she probably had muscles. So I'm like, but what I'm saying is that, like, there are certain women that have certain qualities the Most High use that maybe you're not used to. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just count them out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Esther was this, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dainty, you know, but you got some women, you know, just because you a soft dude and she tough don't mean that she ain't a woman. Right. You just soft, that's all it is. You know? But you playing your role. You probably need a woman super soft. You know what I'm saying? But if you a dude that can handle a woman that got that kind of tenaciousness like Judith, most men in our days would be scared of Judith. Yeah. I know I would. But maybe not. You know what I'm saying? But because she cuts heads off. But you know what I mean? That's a crazy woman. But yeah, it's crazy because Yahuwah chose her to do it. Yeah. So you just never know, man, what you're going through. And you know, some of our women, you know, they tough. But yeah, is that it? Y'all got some quick ones so we can go eat?
I'm trying to avoid it, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a little shy, man. Forgive me, y'all. But man, I got a love and hate relationship for music. I really do. I started doing music probably when I was in like high school. Me and one of my other partners named Mizra, we had a little group. He quit. I kept going, tried to get into the industry and all that. We was there knocking on the door, bumping shoulders with everybody. From Dungeon Family to couple folks, you know what I'm saying? But while I was in that mix though, I was seeing that it wasn't about it, but I didn't have what I had today, having Yahuwah the way I do. And just kept going in different, you know, saying different atmospheres and seeing that they really are so far away from anything that's righteous or anything that's good, you know what I'm saying? So I remember one day I had this like a little, I guess it's like a little vision or whatnot, man. It was like, Yahuwah was like, man, you keep knocking on the devil's door, I'm gonna give you everything you looking for. But in my mind frame, the whole reason I'm doing this because I'm trying to change my family life. We were tired of what we were going through in situations like that. We could just get this one break, you know, we thinking music can change everything, you know what I'm saying? But little did I know that's not really the case of what was going, you know, how it was gonna go on. So I'm around people, they saying things that I'm not even gonna say it in here, but they saying things that, you know, that doesn't me and my brothers, the way we grew up, we didn't talk in this manner, we didn't move in this type of manner. And eventually I just started, you know what I'm saying, just realizing that ain't the route that I needed to take or whatnot, man. So like I said, I was doing music, loving it. So one day, I got offered this deal or whatnot. The deal came, I pulled up on Zoo, showed Zoo what it was. But I said, Zoo, we ain't going this route, bro. I said, if it take us just not making it, we ain't about to make it, bro. I said, we ain't doing it. So Zoo, my witness, he seen it, they was offering something. Make a long story short, I quit music that day. That was in 2013. Maybe 2012, 2013. Yeah. Somewhere around there, man. So then I found the truth in 2014. I was actually introduced to the truth by Beloved Daoud. Y'all probably heard him before. Yeah. So that's who that's who introduced me to the truth or whatnot. So I came into the truth that way. I still didn't have no love to do music because I'm like, I'm done with music. If I gotta do this, I don't want to do music at all. You know what I'm saying? Meeting Beloved or whatnot came through. He actually brought the inspiration. Now I ain't gonna say he brought it back. Yahuwah brought it back, but he showed that it was possible to make music that was on a righteous tip. You know what I'm saying? And it started like, and I still didn't have no inspiration to really rap. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start mixing. You know what I'm saying? I said, we can't even afford nobody to mix the music. I said, I'm gonna do it. So I got the studio equipment, got all that type of stuff. So we just started banging out tracks. After that, probably about 2020, the Father just kept tugging on me, you know what I'm saying, to do music. But I'm really running from it though, because I don't really want to do it in a way. I don't feel like doing shows. I'm kind of shy. I'm kind of antisocial. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, nah, I don't really want to do that. I met Demetrius or whatnot. Demetrius heard some of the music and he was like, you got to put this out. I'm like, nah, I'm not about to do that. So he was like, nah, you got to put it out, man. You got to put it out. So it turned into putting the music out, and I put out an album that was called Finally Inspired. It was because right then and there, that's when Yahuwah was bringing back the inspiration and love for music, because I had lost the love for it, you know what I'm saying? Just based off what the world was offering with the music and everything like that. Make a long story short, we put that album out, man, and the response that it got was just amazing, you know what I'm saying? And right after that, in my mind, I quit again. You get what I'm saying? Because I felt like I did what I had to do. What keeps me going is the messages I get, the encouragement. You know what I'm saying? They like, bro, this helped me do this. This helped me get through this. And it's like, what? These words doing that? And I don't really make music just for the nation. I want the music to touch outside the nation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like there's so many people out there that need Abba, that needs to not look at it from the point of view we see it, but they got some stories on them, you know what I'm saying? It need to be relatable in a way, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I like to make my music to where it's reaching outside to bring them into the fold, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's all this thing to Yahuwah. I really thank Yahuwah for Demetrius, man, for real, because if he didn't push me to do it, I wouldn't be rapping, I wouldn't be doing any of that type of stuff, but today I'm really grateful to, you know what I'm saying, be making music that's encouraging everybody. So I gave y'all a quick story. It's a little longer than what it is, but that's the quick story, man. But yeah, all the things to Yahuwah though, seriously.
Thank you.
T-Weezy.
It's interesting hearing all the artists in here give their personal story and testimony about where the Master has brought them and how they are where they are currently. Because it's shown me that a lot of times it's different, it varies. You know what I'm saying? I know personally for me, when it came to writing, that's as long as I've known how to speak and read and comprehend, I've had a pen in my hand, you know. And music didn't really trail too far behind that, you know, the love for it. I grew up in the Christian church. I was a church girl, you know, praise dancing and shouting with the that was my whole world. My world was encompassing that, you know. And I came into this walk and already having a passion for writing. I always found myself in the studio. I always found myself writing, whether it be music or literature, you know what I'm saying? Like I just always found myself writing. So I felt like in some way it would be incorporated into my life, like in adulthood. I wasn't sure how, you know, because I grew up listening to artists like Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying, who shunned the industry, who ran away from it, you know what I'm saying? So it was always like, okay, that's not what we aspire for. That's not what we want to do, you know? So I didn't know how the master would use me. I just knew that I always find myself here. I'm always back, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? And it was more so just like the brother said, how it was like more therapeutic type, you know what I'm saying? Very, very personal. And so when I came into this walk, and you know, I hop right into the music, like as far as listening of who I hear, Sister Q, you know what I'm saying? John Boy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Sis said, there was only really a few artists, you know? And me and Trav were just talking about how quickly this genre of truth music has grown. It's expanded. Like it's insane. It's literally like its own genre now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And personally, what I've learned is, you know, when you have a sincere desire to serve the master, like above everything else, like you will find yourself in his will. It's a matter of how bad do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Like Big Bro said, like a lot of us ain't want this life. We want to be in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? But if the master call you, what you gonna do? It's not always gonna be comfortable and even familiar. You know what I'm saying? When you are someone that you know, you see how Big Bro is. Like he's a veteran in the game. You know what I'm saying? And the way that his music speaks to the nation and beyond. You know what I'm saying? It's deeply impactful. You know what I'm saying? So coming into this, and I'm not as spiritually established and mature as my big siblings. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from where I'm coming from. That's where I'm at. That's what's true to me. But there is a place for it. And it's scary because you put yourself out there and it's vulnerable. And it's like, Master, I thought this was just for me and you to just be able to. And he like, no, I said, go. You know? And if you're not sure of yourself and if you care too much about perception, you can talk yourself out of the purpose that the master gave you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it is just so important to be grounded in Abba Yahuwah so that when the doubts come, you know, you stand strong. You're like, okay, I'm here. I know Abba Yahuwah placed me here, and it don't have to look like how it should maybe for my other siblings that's in this walk, putting in their work. You know what I'm saying? But the master has me where he wants me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it all, at the end of the day, needs to start with that foundation. And you can't be out here writing and singing and doing all of this forsaking that foundation, because it'll show.
Right.
It'll show.
Oh yeah.
Master will put you on, you know what I'm saying? And always check you, which is still a barakah, because that means he care enough to try to show you, hey love, draw it on back, you know what I'm saying? And so like I said, I think that's what all of us would have in common, despite all the different ways that we came to be like here where we are in this room together, you know what I'm saying? That passion for the master, you know, and it drew us to be able to be here. And the way that all of our music impacts people in different ways at different points of their walk is different. You know what I'm saying? But it's necessary, and the master know, you know what I'm saying? He don't use the finger for the same purpose of the ear. You know what I'm saying? The toes have got different functions than the elbows. You feel me? But know what he calling you to do and operate therein. Don't let nobody discourage you on doing what the master say. You know what I'm saying? May Abba Yahuwah be esteemed. You know what I'm saying?
And one of the things that a lot of the people are saying online is like the transparency. of the artists. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they like, man, this is refreshing. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they don't get to hear that. You know, they don't get to hear artists and how they're pouring out, how they get started, and where the foundation is in their life that's causing them to show this gift that they have.
Yeah.
So, you know, Barack Yahuwah for allowing us. Yeah.
Great question.
Yeah.
Yes. The sister asked a great question. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
It is a wonderful question.
Yeah.
That's actually a question that I don't think a lot of us get asked. For me, it's very, 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 very personal. Very, very, very personal. That's kind of who I am. Is a worshiper, a person who serves. I don't like. I mean, I get like this. I'm real young, you know, and I just, that's why I say I appreciate everybody in this room, you know, that's been here for such a long time, you know, been on this earth for such a long time. I mean, I'm sure I was talking about that earlier, you know, but music started for me when I was real, like, before I could remember. You know, you was just talking about that, like 3 years old type of thing. Before I could remember, I was always singing, you know, in the church and stuff like that. And then when we kind of veered away from the church, my parents split up, you know, and I didn't know what direction I was going. You know, as far as being with my mom, being with my dad, you know, me being, you know, molested by somebody at the church, you know, what it did was it broke me down, and I had no purpose, it felt like. You know, and I thank the Most High that I'm able to speak about this now, because back then I didn't tell a soul, you know, but, you know, my mom and my dad, you know, have been rocks in different parts of my life. My dad has been my rock, you know, and my mom right now, you know, and before it was my mom because of what we were going through. And my mom, my older brother, and myself, you know, we started, you know, just singing. My mom was an artist, and she had to stop being an artist for a while. And I remember we used to just sing the pain away, you know. A lot of the times we you know, I didn't know how to harmonize, so I sing a melody with my mom. My brother knew how to harmonize, and we would just sing. And sometimes it'd be psalms, sometimes it'd just be songs in the world that relate to love. You know, there was a void that needed to be filled. And this was Abba already speaking, because throughout my life I found myself like neglected and just not really, I understand y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really like social environments. You know, I get that, like, that anxiety, but Abba's been working on that with me, you know, but you know, I really just like to stay out the way, but you know what I'm saying? But Abba has always put something in my hand. I've never not been self-taught. I've been self-taught in every single, you know, area, all sing to the master, you know, from guitar, bass, trumpet, tuba, you know, French horn, all these different instruments, you know, and that's because he gave me secret time with him, you know, and that's where it hits me is you have to find that secret time. You know, that secret moment with him, going to that space. And at that time I was a Christian, you know, so that secret space was kind of weird. I didn't have an identity. But, you know, growing up, you know, just kind of always carrying a guitar on my back, 6-string always on my back. I called the 6-string. I had the soccer ball with me. I was such a strange kid growing up, you know. And, you know, fast forward a little bit, I would say that I've always been interested in music, and I've always been attached to music. Music has saved me from depression in some ways, but that was Abba doing that. He has delivered me from certain things, just, you know, long nights, man, just, you know, crying away, you know, but playing on the guitar. It's dark in my room. You know, I don't see nothing. I'm just playing. I find myself going to sleep just playing that guitar. I don't even know what I'm playing. I'm just playing. And it's just like I would wake up and then go play the piano. It was just like I couldn't stop doing music, and I was wondering why and what my purpose was gonna be when I graduate, because it was just so much. My mom had so much. She thinks very highly of her children, and I was a very different child. I was like the black sheep of the family. So I found myself, you know, not knowing if I was gonna be successful growing up, going to college. You know, I was so confused on what I was gonna be doing. You know, so, you know, I guess to make a long story short, you know, get into this truth. My dad actually reached out to my aunt over there, and all esteem to the master about this, but, you know, he gave my Instagram to my uncle, and and he thought that I was like a little boy. He was like, "Yeah, my son make music," is what he said. He was like, "Yeah, this, that, and the third." And he was like, he thought he was like a little, you know, playing like a djembe or something. And he went to go check out the instrument. He was like, "Oh, he's like kind of older." I was like, "Yeah." And so, you know, it was me getting engrafted a little bit, feeling like I had an actual home, because I got in the truth. I mean, I didn't have head knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I had issues. I'm just telling you, had a lot of issues. No head knowledge. Not really wasn't really out there socially. So, you know, I just let Ruach lead, and you know, it's just crazy. It was kind of a blur, you know, from that moment on till now. And I appreciate everybody that I've gotten a chance to meet with, that the moments that I've made with them, you know, us touching glasses together, you know, that is what I look for now. And I know that I've changed so much as a person, you know, and you know, there's a lot, you know, that I had to say, you know,
Yeah.
but I'll say that music has always been, you know, on my forefront. That's like the first thing I think about is music. How can I impact others? How can I, you know, make people happy? How can I, you know, be of service to someone? You know, like I was saying, I was talking to Shaddai about that. Like, how we got to be of service as people. You know, we're servants of Avihu. If we can't humble ourselves, then what are we doing? You know, so being a servant is the first thing I'll always think about. You know, how can I serve the people, my elders, you know, and my imams, like, how can I do that? And then all that else follows. So I would just say, you know, to everybody in the room and to anybody who has maybe a thought about their gifts, use it. You don't want it to be trodden on. You don't want it to be stepped on. Use it, and use it for the ones who do not know who he is. It's for the ones who don't know who he is, not for the ones who already established a spot. It's for the ones who don't know his name, for the ones who don't understand what's going on in this world, that don't have a direction. It is for them. So, you know, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say.
All praise to the Most High. Get my room. Yeah. Okay, let's know. Huh? Go ahead. Let's know. I real quick. I was writing poetry. I was trying to talk to a female. That's what I was trying to do. In middle school, I had a little notebook, and I was just writing poetry over and over and over. I got better at it. But it was time for me to go to the Marine Corps in like 2002. And I met up with these group of Negroes, man, that we was in the Marine Corps together. And it was like, man, let's try some music. And I was like, nah, man, I ain't on none of that. So they started booking studio sessions. I started going with them. Then before I knew it, I'm rapping. I had all kind of influences growing up listening. I'm from New Orleans. And so, I started rapping, in the world. But then, me and my aunt, Amir Ryder, we was doing music. We did so much music together. We got to a point where it was like, wait a minute. We got these families to take care of. We either gonna keep pursuing this music, paying for studio time and, waste some money on that, or we're gonna drop this studio stuff and we're gonna go to college or something and try to make some of ourselves. So we dropped the music. We both went and got our degrees, started working in the electronic field. Electronic engineering was our first degree. And from there, I got my cybersecurity and bachelor's and things like that. And so, I left music alone like for about 9-10 years. And then, when I started coming to the True One in 2016, 2015, it was just like, yeah, remember that gift you was using? You was trying to impress girl, but I need you to do something else. I need you to write that music for something else. And then I was like, I don't know, man. I try to give it up, try to let it go. But it just kept coming on heavy and heavy. And I was going hard out there because, we thought we was going to make it. We started working with somebody that was in the industry. We had a gold plaque on the wall. We go in his house, go to the basement to the studio. He's creating beats for us and everything. So we think we're pretty close. And so for us to let all that go, we just wanted to take care of our families at the time. But, to get to the point where I started doing the music again, my spirit just started dealing with me, and it was just like, so you was ready to go all in when you was in the world, but you won't do the same for me. And I felt that, man. And I was like, man, if this any time to be doing it, this is the time to be doing it. You know, and then, you know, understood my kind of music, like the way I rap. It's not going to be for everybody, you know. It's like, you know, I'm the video game nerd, comic book kid, you know, man. You know, one of the bars I write in Paradigm is like, and Bison is a character looking to keep the cycle. How can we be the characters looking to break the cycles? And, you know, that kind of rhyming, you know, Lupe Fiasco, I'm rapping like that. And so I just recognize, do your part. Everybody got a part to play. And I think Tawab was saying that, you know, you got a part to play. And it doesn't matter what it is you do, somebody out there is going to like what it is that you're doing. And so everybody, all of us in this room, if you have a gift, do your part. No matter how small you may think it is, no matter how big you think it is, everybody's part, because it's us versus the world. And they out there putting our work for Hasatan all day long. So we got to be just as motivated and go even longer. And so the idea is that if we all putting out work, somebody can gravitate toward the Most High or to gravitate toward the worldly side of things and listen to set apart music. And that'll help them get into their scriptures. And that's the way I thought about it. And I was like, let me pick up my bag and go Most High, you know. And that was it for me. And I just went forward in that direction.
Honestly, the Most High. All right.
I just wanted to say, truthfully, the reason why I asked the question is because all of my life, I never had a great appreciation for music in the sense that I didn't connect to it like a lot of people do. I never would, you know, watch when albums come out and have playlists and all the things that people normally would do. And even in the world, you know, I just listen to the radio.
Right.
You know, I would find my few songs that I like and I would just play them over and over and over again. It wasn't until I met my husband and, you know, he created his first EP last year and I had to support him. And in supporting him, I had to connect to it. I had to learn it. You know, the appreciation for the art grew. So I'm just truly humbled to be here, for us to be here. We traveled about 4 hours. You know, we were so excited just to see that you all were coming.
Right.
I didn't know that it was because of the video, you know.
Right.
But we were so excited. So I thank you all for sharing your testimonies and being transparent and opening up. And, you know, some of you all are, I guess, learning each other more, you know, by doing so, and can encourage each other better by having that knowledge behind why you all do what you do and how Abiyah is the center of it all and how he's blessed you. So I pray that everyone is encouraged about tonight. It truly is an honor and a blessing to be here, to be amongst you all. And for, you know, all the artists who I don't have on my playlist now, I'm gonna make sure I get them because y'all doing some great work and really touching souls and esteeming the Father's name. So.
And I would like to say this too. Being in it amongst you all, like my first EP was last year, but when I see people being blessed by doing the work of the Most High, I know I'm around the right people.
Right.
So I'm always encouraged when people are being blessed and elevated around me because I know I'm up next.
Hallelujah.
I know that's a sign that you up next. You in the right circles.
Right. Hallelujah.
So that's a blessing.
Hallelujah. All right. All right, we're gonna run some more music. Got less than an hour here, so yeah, because it's till 12. And let's eat some food. We'll just jam out, you know what I'm saying? Some food.
We have some wine.
So, yeah, we got some wine. So we'll just be playing some music. You walk around, talk to each other, stuff like that. All right.
I'm about to have to get some.
Man, love you. That makes well. Oh yeah, that was good. I appreciate you. I ain't trying to. How that drink, huh?
Oh
bags of picks and choose for excavation. Digging real eyes and feel that no gold is weak. Everybody searching, trying to find the kingdom man. From first to last to first, we on both things. This put your feet to the fire. Smokes in the air, don't doubt that. It's from lights waking up on the ride. Whole hood, all y'all contact with real low. That's low. But the whole world switch when we bounce back like a pogo on the trampoline. I don't mean to bust your spleen. Never been ashamed just to rep my team. If I ever hit the jam when I call on the rendezvous. Everybody in this place, dance on me, dance like these. Oh shit, reduce your mind. Come on in, blood on the door like Israel. Then put blood on your life and the world won't eat.
Shalom Israel, how y'all doing?
Little corner of something.
Rocky, I love your testimony. What I've been done for you.
Man.
You
ate all the food?
Amazing.
Hey, Loris, I'm trying to get home. Okay. But the gate is locked. The door is locked.
Okay, it's hit the two buttons at the same time. Then the middle, you see it. Two buttons, two top buttons. Then the middle by itself, then two bottom buttons. Should open. 2, 1, 2. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
The underworld of the assassins, but they kind of like implemented the high tech.
Ooh, guys, Luke in the building.
All the things to you, man. Much love to my brother Jay Lex and Lorbin. Great album, great atmosphere, great ruach, man. Real.
We go about different stuff.
Yeah, we in California, so we had to get
like
the
whole point of
the taco, you know what I'm saying, the Mexican.
Good movie though, you know what I'm saying? But it's like everybody know everything what they're doing, like what they're doing now. You know, but it's a bunch of people to like really see like what's going on and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure y'all eat that food now. Well, we know you gonna take care of it.
I ain't did nothing but taste a little something.
Got your pot cute in bed. What's going on?
Shalom, people. You gonna say what? YouTube? Oh, you fancy today?
Oh yeah, we on YouTube today.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We had to go.
Beautiful, you know. If you're not here, you just missed it, you know. Beautiful.
And my sister Tawab in the building. They get ready for the camera. Iman in the building.
It was, now I can't be most likely, that was back in the summer of last year.
No, Mike, how you doing? See a lot of red cup. See a lot of red cup.
Hit me with it.
I see some red cup.
Champagne.
It's a little
Yeah, a little champagne.
Celebration, right?
Celebration.
It's a celebration. All right.
Good wine.
That's what's up.
They didn't want to make it seem like it was that, but I'm like, that was.
They ain't gonna never tell you. They ain't gonna never tell you.
That's my first time ever having this.
You never had album record?
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. When you say that, I said, no, I haven't had it.
Who took the shots? A lot of them been following out on the field, referees passing out. Come on. Well, they, you know, they ain't gonna. That's their money making. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's more of a South.
They ain't gonna tell me. They still want people like keep trying to get to do something.
But that thing it hits you now, though.
Yeah, I'm taking my time.
It's going down smooth, but don't sleep.
I first tasted it, I'm like, oh yeah. You can first do it. Sit back.
I think to slap you, you won't even know what's going on.
Wait a minute.
Even find out if it's okay.
Empty. Like, your fourth plate.
Game changer.
You know, make it seem like, oh, the chicken hits the thing that they shot good. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fam, what's the
Come on.
So I can put this
Come on over here.
do I got everybody up in here? Okay. Y'all count. All right. Thank you, sir. Yeah, matter of fact, can you take a good one? Matter of fact, here, let me turn around. Yeah, take a good one.
This food.
Always, bro.
In there. Thick. Thick.
Thank you,
L.
sir. Oh, I get it. Y'all don't mind if I put this on Facebook.
What you say? Don't.
John say something.
Silly,
I
bro.
don't no mind. I no mind.
You know something wrong with her.
Something wrong with her.
What y'all talking about?
Okay, appreciate it.
I was just calling out the people that was in the photo.
That's what they are?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We in that. Pleasure, always a pleasure. It's like the infinity sign, which is like.
Oh, no, not that one. I'm thinking about the previous one with like.
Oh, you talking about the dome, yeah.
The firmament.
Yeah, I put that for you.
Oh,
You know,
So I brought
that firmament so
based
hard.
off that.
So that firmament so hard.
I'm trying to tell you. Can't tell me nothing about that firmament. I word for word with you on that firmament. I'm trying to tell you. How y'all doing? We eating.
hey man,
It's
some wine. Give him a little shout
yeah. Okay. What's your company name, brother? Go ahead and tell them about it. Tell them about it. You live right now. It's 42 people listening right now.
Everybody can
Let's do it.
Let's do it right.
Okay. Y'all see that?
Yeah, bro.
Let them give it to him again.
Just trying to, do something nice for the people, something clean, based off of our Hebraic standards, how we do.
Okay.
We're different than everybody else, set apart. So we're trying to bring some set apart for the set apart people. You know what I'm saying? So hope that y'all enjoy it. Go check us out on Safiak.
Safiak. Oh, it done went dark. Oh, bam.
Hopefully we'll be in a state near you soon.
I see 44 people in here, so I expected him to have 222. 422. 4222. 422. 44 y'all right here. 45. He should have 4,223 followers. And at least 10% of that is orders. Everybody follow the brother on Instagram. Thank you for writing it in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Y'all see it? Y'all see the website right there? Also tap in with the music. He said, don't be shy. We got it all.
While you sipping on something.
While you're sipping on something, you can jam to it too. Don't be shy. Thank you for writing in the chat. You put the website in there too. www.safiak.org. You do orders. They do orders on there. They can order the wine.
We can do that.
Y'all see what
We bootlegging right now, but we make it happen.
Well, just message him. You know what I'm talking about? You see it. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. All praise. Indeed.
What they talk about over here.
Old school right here. He said he been doing this in 95. Who can say that?
In Israel, then you go.
I hope I typed. Yeah, I think so. Safi Farm. Yeah, it's on Instagram.
People be like, when I go to.
I think you did.
Be safe, bro. I'm like, no, you be safe in Chicago. Or LA. Right. South Central. You be safe over there. Because you're not the target when you go home. South Central, Chicago, you the target. Totally different. Totally different.
We in here. I left that. It's too low for you. It's too low. About that shift. Want that chip? Okay, you are. Yes, ma'am. Oh, yeah. They did all right. They did their thing.
Amazing. And everybody knows that except for Vic.
Look who in the middle eating. Boy, I tell you. I tell you, you can't even see the white on that plate. In the plate white. Oh, okay, honor him clothing. Y'all ain't ready for it. Okay. Y'all ain't ready for it. What's going on? Okay. Go on, shout out your bakery stuff. Listen, just tell them about this. Let me tell y'all about this. How can I move the things back to me? Y'all, she baking stuff that shouldn't be bakeable. She cold. Y'all want some cookie? Where's the camera at? Oh, I can't stand it. Oh, it's a rotated. Check out. Just be on the lookout. We just gonna put sister in the corner like this. Them cookies that she be making and them snacks. Dangerous. Let me put it back. Why this thing like this? I should have known. Leave it alone. You got one. You can't even flip the phone.
A lot of y'all didn't pass. Y'all didn't bypass. Back in the day, only times, because see, y'all come through the internet now. So you can be in Chicago listening to you. Back in the day, you had to be in the congregation. Right. For the hit, listen to the music.
Sister Shalonda.
Whatever it was.
I don't know.
It's just a blessing. I'm honored to be among you.
Which one is it? Sister Shalonda. What's her? Good night, good night, good night. Blessings, blessings. Well, nobody talking about trash. Why would I? I said, why? Nobody talking no trash. Why would I? Are you talking on your line? You want me to end it or something? What Louis got on his plate? He got some old corn asada and some chicken tacos and stuff like that.
Beef taco? Chicken taco.
Chicken taco and what? Beef? Mm-hmm. It was catered by Taco Be Amazing or something like Taco Be Wonderful. It's one of them. It was nice. It's real good. All three sisters. Shalom. Okay. What's up?
It came out,
Oh, you want to talk or what you want to do? You was trying to talk? No. Oh. In the camera? Oh, I'm sure this food. Okay, so we got some tacos, white and yellow. Yeah, beef, chicken beef. That's the beans and rice. I'm talking about. Got some vegetables.
Oh, yeah, you already know what I'm doing. We're doing it the Texas style.
We're doing it the Texas way. Yeah, we only onions and cilantro. We know what it is. But this is beautiful. This is good. There's some real good stuff going on here.
They was in the truth before I came.
Yeah.
It's early night. It was always out there when it like flowed.
Yes, ma'am. How you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all, it's backwards. It's backwards. It's backwards. I know. I'm tripping.
I just wanted to tell you how much I love your music. I surrender. Took me through the night, through the morning. The words that you wrote for that really touched me because you surrendered to the Most High.
Yes, indeed.
You gave it all to Him.
Yes, ma'am.
And I saw that. Burn It Up was, I blast that. Everybody can hear that one.
Oh, praise
you know, sometimes we just have to burn it out.
Yeah.
We have no feelings.
Right.
Put it away.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Just mercy.
Guys, something to say in the music. Thank you so much for accepting our invite.
Oh, absolutely.
See your
Good to see you in person.
Again.
What's your name on the thing?
Sean. I saw you at the
Yeah. And a lot of people go by different names. So.
No, I'm Sean. I keep it simple.
I'm glad you came.
I keep it real simple. This is really, really nice to see you guys in your own little atmosphere.
Indeed.
Love it.
I know y'all 4 hours away. Man,
Oh, you live in if you live in Fresno, it's Northern California.
Okay.
Okay, but you north. You pass Bakersfield. Right. Yeah, you north.
Yeah.
You had to.
We were so excited. I said, they coming to California.
Wow. Y'all was out here.
It's fire. I know how to do some beach for like.
I've been whipping it up.
It's amazing.
I don't promote it, but I'm gonna probably start doing that.
You got a lot of music in you.
Yeah,
A lot of music in you.
Even though you don't promote it, will you do that now? Like this? Okay.
I do. I make some of her beats.
Okay. How many days y'all under?
Till Monday.
Monday morning.
We got one more day.
Got here Thursday.
So you doing what, a video or something? Where you gonna do that?
Did 3 videos this week. So we did 2 yesterday.
Some building.
One
It was
tomorrow.
nice.
2 in 1
It's
day?
a nice building. I don't know where it's at.
It's a building in LA.
Huh? It's somewhere here, yeah.
We're gonna make it count while we're here.
Next time y'all should go to San Diego. I always tell people to come to California.
San Diego.
Go to San Diego. It's
It is
really
beautiful.
Oh, yeah?
It is much better. It is.
Scenery, got all
Yes,
the
yes,
beaches.
yes. And the weather is perfect.
All the time.
All the time.
It's only an hour and a half away from here.
That's truly it.
I'm coming from Texas. The weather not that bad here.
Yeah.
No,
That is horrible.
it's hot. It's hot out there. I ain't gonna. Texas should be ashamed of themselves the way that
That
weather
should be
is.
illegal to go to Texas right now.
It's too hot.
I saw a lady bake some bread in her mailbox.
I bet she did. Nah, for real.
She put the loaf of bread in her mailbox. A couple hours later, one time
Wow. I believe it. I was there the other day. I was hanging out with
Sunbread, huh? What's it called? Sunbread?
She called it. She was happy. She had her bread made. She put it right in her mailbox. You know, the
Didn't have to heat up the house.
I gotta check out that video. That Hebrew food.
Oh yeah, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
That's the first time I've seen it.
Bro, I didn't know so many Caucasians wanted to think like that.
That was interesting.
They a lot of us putting us the same, bro. They ain't around. The kind of fake they operating in is a whole nother type of fake. a whole nother side effect.
I haven't seen it. Even saying the name of you know, the Jewish people,
Man, they do, the leader's an Ashkenazi Jew who's converted, understanding who we are as a people.
Oh, praise Thank y'all. All praise to the Father.
In what ways would you say they put us to shame by the way
They understood my lyrics.
Some of their faith is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
forsaking everything. A lot of
I talk a little different, so I almost be hoping they understand, but
when you see that, you can't deny these people. Like, I understand now why my chef was like, when the woman was like, I ain't from,
hoping they understand,
because of
but
your
sometimes
faith, you deny her. Even though you said, well, I
it
wouldn't
ain't
come
me.
to the Lord.
You know, most of the time it ain't
I can't
me.
give the meat.
The moment I start putting meat into the music,
because of a faith,
I just stop.
And so when you look at that, it's
I
like,
can't.
and then these people
What
calling
needs
you
to be said, I'm
then when
incapable
you see that faith, you can't
of
deny.
really
How you gonna say this person not
capturing it on my
when they're
own.
screaming
So,
Yahuwah,
man,
not only that, you forsake everything. Yeah, of course. And they're still acknowledging you.
where the Most High have my mind, it's just what it is. That's it. Where he got my mind clicking.
Hey, we should get a picture with all the ops. Get a picture with all.
I thought I had a whole bunch of philosophy. I thought I had some growing on my girls.
I want to take her with the park cube. Do you mind?
I can take one.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, let's take a picture.
Oh, come on. Okay, well, let me.
Mr. Artist, have you
Let
tried
me-
any other wine? Are you drinking wine?
I done tried now. I done tried it. I am trying it. You know,
Homemade with love.
yes, indeed.
That's my gift.
Oh, was it dirty?
You made it, my son and I.
It's good. It's good. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Very important. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, excuse me.
So we can get everybody in.
Man, they got me.
Okay.
I'm
We'll change it, so we change it out.
being.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
I was about to do that one. What y'all did? I was like.
One last one. Okay.
So you don't want this. So ain't nobody gonna take this camera. Nah.
Are you ready?
for a purpose. He's there for a
All right.
Snapping something while y'all didn't know it.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, Candy photo.
Candy is always
because we really don't have time to do that.
I hadn't did that in so long. We started actually doing
You are now on the episode Behind the Music.
I need to call a guy.
To do what?
Because we need to extend because it's
We
only
need to
it's
extend it at least
11:40.
an
Yeah.
Okay, well, Shalom.
Who that? Stopping it.